first time I met Rick, you know, he was dashing and well-dressed, as he always was. I do believe, I'll have to look this up, but I think he is the only person, the only sports writer in history to go to a JV girls basketball game in a three-piece suit.
Rick McGowan, I'll tell you what, he put us on the map. Right from the beginning, I think this community was not sure how good the Newport Gulls were going to do here in Newport, or how well we'd do in attendance. And I think everybody was skeptical, including, not me, but maybe Rick McGowan. At the end of the year, when the Gulls won the championship, he had a really nice, well-done article about the Gulls have arrived and it looks like we're here to stay. Rick, you couldn't have said it any better. 12 years later, you know, look at what we have accomplished together, Rick.
You know, Rick gave us a lot of support early in the years when we needed it. Really just, you know, embraced the Gulls, bought into what we were doing, was always on the field, always looking for that angle, that edge, that story, that human interest thing. Really took an interest to the kids. We never had to reach out to him. He was always reaching out to us.
He found the story, whatever it was. I mean, it was never short on interviews or talking to players, you know, or talking to Chuck or Chris about certain things. I mean, he was the authority. He was the authority on the Gulls for 10 years.
We have a very special guest for you in the broadcast booth tonight. It's Rick McGowan, who covers the Newport Gulls for the Newport Daily News. Rick, how are you doing tonight?
Very good. Not as good as Carroll's doing. He's got, what, 3 times as many strikes thrown as balls. So.
You know, he's just part of our Gulls family. Wherever we go, he's around. Whenever he's there, you know, whenever we're having meetings or dinners or this and that, and he's popping in. We invite him to sit down with us and just unconditionally, just, you know, he's part of us. He's always, you know, embraced the organization, you know, what we do, and you know, for him, we are very thankful.
But he always did a great job. He always did a great job, and with his Gulls coverage. I mean, went on the road with the team when it came time for the playoffs, and the Gulls, as we all know, are always in the playoffs. And I think the real reason why, besides of course watching some good baseball and covering the Gulls during a very special time during our championship runs, was because he was able to eat Harry Yang's spring rolls. He loved those things, and Rick, you know, when Harry didn't come with us that last game on that last series, maybe we lost because we didn't have any spring rolls, huh?
Well, Rick is a good friend. He's a fine writer, and it has been a pleasure to work with him. Also traveled on the road with him to a number of playoff games in the past. His writing is outstanding and certainly has been recognized by his colleagues in the press with the amount of awards he's garnered over the years.
He's clever, and he's really a good writer. And then when I found out that he was the National Croquet Writer of the Year, and that's when I knew I was surrounded by greatness.
And I think his writing, too, contributed greatly to the increases in attendance that we enjoyed over the years. People would see his column, or they'd see the picture over his column, read it, and think to themselves, hey, this is something we should go out and see. And the next thing you know, a whole family would show up.
You missed very few games over the years. You covered our team with passion. You can tell by the articles that were written. And let me tell you this, Rick, every single player that has come through here has greatly appreciated your coverage of the Newport Gulls and allowing them to bring home their memories with them that were printed in your paper. The Newport Daily News, Rick McGowan, we're so grateful to you because you put us on the map in this community. You got us out there, and we've become what we are today in a big part from your efforts. Thank you so much. We're honored to be able to induct you into our Hall of Fame. It's well deserved. And Rick, we wish you the best, whatever you decide to do in your retirement. And we have a job for you, by the way. We need an official scorer this summer, so think about that.